And thanks, everybody. Thank you for the introduction. Again, my name's Ryan McCormack. I'm a Senior Director of Factor and QQQ Product Strategy at Invesco. And all that mouthful means is it's a fancy way of saying I cover like 110 ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Probably none more famous than Invesco QQQ, which I always joke, if you watch CNBC, or better yet, if you watch the NCAA basketball tournament, you probably go about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes without seeing a commercial. So it's a lot of eyes, and it's been an amazing journey for us kind of entering into the world of athletics, and specifically college athletics in this front. As always, we have to thank Bloomberg. This is our second year sponsoring Power Players, and I've got to say, like, the energy in this conference is unlike probably any of the others that we do. I think it's very unique. I think it sort of emphasizes the growth that we've seen in the world of athletics, and us being sort of like on the fringe of athletics. It's amazing just to kind of be a part of the momentum. So just very briefly, Invesco QQQ, like I said, is the 5th largest ETF in the world, and it tracks the NASDAQ 100 index, which is just the 100 largest companies, ex-financials, listed on the NASDAQ exchange. Companies that make products and services that you use every week, every day, probably multiple times a day, every hour. We look at kind of why these companies have been so successful over the past 25, 26 years, which is how long QQQ has been in existence. And we point to this notion of innovation, which I really like to say it's the ability to change. It's the ability to stay ahead of changing consumer trends, changing consumer preferences. And I think a lot of that kind of, it begins with this fuel that these companies just invest in themselves through research and development. They do it at a greater clip, at a greater magnitude than their peers. And so that kind of gives them the edge in terms of growth that we've seen within the market, and ultimately their success. And I think, obviously, you look at sort of investing, innovative. I mean, a lot of it is an investment in yourself. I mean, the world is ever changing, and to be able to stay ahead of those changing trends, you need to take some novel approaches. And I think, that aligns very, very, hand in hand when you look at college athletics. So if you just look at the last, certainly 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, the landscape of college athletics has changed dramatically, right? The introduction of NIL, sponsorships in general. You're looking at private equity, potentially looking at stakes in athletic departments. Changing by the day. So I'm super excited to hear from our panelists about investing and innovating across college sports. And once again, thanks to Bloomberg. It's great to be a part of this event, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the programming. Thanks, everybody.